So welcome back, everyone. Today I'm here to share with you, by request, how I created these vintage inspired prints using Dollar Tree Halloween greeting cards and Dollar Tree picture frames. I didn't jump on here and share the process while I was doing these because I've actually been invited back to our local news station. I'm so happy about that. They asked me to come back and share some ideas on how to decorate for fall on a budget. And I'm also going to throw in a few budget-friendly Halloween decorating ideas. And so I put these together for that segment. And these were already packed in my totes. Well, I shared this one and then I shared this one on social media. When I shared this one, everyone wanted to know how I framed this. Now, that sounds silly because it sounds like, well, that's pretty logical. You just buy a picture frame and you put the card in it. Well, there are challenges because the mat on this frame was actually not the same size as the greeting card, as was with this one. The greeting cards were both larger than the mat. So you know when you have a picture frame and you lay your mat down and you put your picture behind it, your picture should be able to be fully visibly seen behind that mat. Well, with this, if you put the print behind the mat, it cut off part of the print because the card was too large to fit in that little window. So there is a trick and a little secret that I use to create a seamless look. So here is the first print, and I just love these vintage inspired looks. This is what Halloween decor looked like when I was a kid. I remember our school parties and we always had, you know, these vintage looking decorations in our classrooms. And so this one is the Happy Halloween with the cat and the bats. And then the other one is the spooky black cat. So there is a trick to this, and that's why I'm jumping on here to share this with all of you, because after I shared this on social media, so many people were asking how to do it because people have tried before, and then when they realize that the print is too large for the mat, then they're kind of lost and confused as to what to do. And I've had actually several people ask me. So even though they're already put together, I think you guys will have a general idea of how to do this once I explain the steps. And I don't want to undo them because there is double-sided tape involved. So what I did is I took my frame and I took all of the pieces out of the frame, all of the backing and everything that comes with it. Then I took my print here, I laid it on top of the mat, and once I had it centered, I kept comparing it to the glass frame. I used that as a reference. Once I had the actual print centered exactly where I needed it to be, I used double-sided tape in each corner of the print, the four corners, and attached it to the mat directly. Then I laid it all flat down up against the glass and put all of the backing in. So it was extremely simple, but I do know what everyone is saying when they're saying, you know, I'm buying greeting cards and I'm trying to achieve this look and it's not working because the print is too large for, you know, the mat that's inside. I did the same thing with this one. I laid the greeting card on top of, and I'm trying to tilt it so that the reflection isn't there. I laid the greeting card on top of the mat and I used my double-sided tape in each corner. And so now, as you can see, it doesn't have that look of being a matted framed picture, but it still has a really attractive look as if it were a picture versus taking a greeting card and putting it inside of a frame. You would be none the wiser as to whether this was a picture I purchased or, now that I'm explaining to you how I've done it, you wouldn't know unless I told you, because everything here is put together so seamlessly. And it's just attached by double-sided tape in each corner, and it's laid on top of the mat. So if I were to take it all out, I would see the back of the greeting card through that little square where the mat typically is. And it is tricky and it is difficult to find frames and mats that all kind of work together, unless you know for sure that a picture is an 8x10 and you buy an 11x17 frame. The mat is 8x10, the 8x10 picture is going to fit beautifully. But with greeting cards, they're all different sizes, and it doesn't matter. I tried going up in size, I tried going down in size, and it really just does not work. I didn't have any success with it. So, maybe some of you have different ideas on how you do yours, but this is how I did these, is because I thought that I could still get that nice look and they would be attractive. See if I can hold them up here next to each other and still get that nice framed look of a vintage picture that would be for Halloween, without having to, pay a fortune to do it. And I think that these would be really cute on an entryway table, so that when you're greeting your trick-or-treaters on Halloween, they can see them. If you have a Halloween party, or, just for your guest, they're perfect for a mantle, a side table. They're perfect for a bookshelf. So as Halloween gets a little bit closer, as we approach Halloween, I'm going to put these out somewhere in my home. But I have them right now because on September the 22nd, at the 6:50 a.m. Saturday morning show on Fox 2 News here locally, I will be on sharing fall decor, and I'm also going to be sharing some Halloween decor as well. So once the date approaches a little bit closer, I will include a live stream link on my social media sites for all of you who don't live locally. If you want to live stream it, you can do that. And then I'll also try, if I can, if they provide me a link to the actual raw footage of the video, I will do what I did the last time, and I will share the news segment as I did the last time on YouTube. But otherwise, this is so inexpensive. And actually, I had them in my clear totes, and a friend was over last night, and she's like, "Oh my goodness, I love little black cats and I love Halloween. Where did you find this picture? I want to buy one." And I said, I actually made it, and it cost me $2 and some change. So I'm going to make one of these for her as well. So I hope that made sense. Like I said, I don't want to take them apart because there's tape involved, but really the general gist to take away from this is, rather than trying to put your print behind your mat, put your print in front of it and then just use some tape to secure it so it's not sliding around and ends up all crooked inside of your frame. And then you just have something really cute and attractive. And certainly if you love the vintage inspired look, then you have something really charming to put out for your Halloween decor. So thank you all so much for watching. Be sure and check out my video description for links to all my social media sites, my Instagram, my Pinterest, my website. The online AtHomeWithZane store is on there. We still have 25% off of all of our fall decor, so go over and check that out. I'll include a link in my video description of the store as well. It's down at the bottom where all my social media links are, so check that out. Everyone have a wonderful day, and we'll look for you the next time.